What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another video for my Ecomi homies. Is a Binance listing in the works for Ecomi this year? We're going to talk about that and the possible implications on the price. So stick around. There is a lot to talk about. If you like the content, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into it. So last night, some Ecomi homies posted some screenshots on Twitter of what appears to be possible code on Binance of a possible listing for Ecomi. Now, this is not confirmed. This is all speculation, but let's take a look at the posts. I first saw this in a post by VV Universal. This is on the Binance.com sitemap. If you take a closer look, it appears to be code for an Ecomi USDT trade pair. So does this mean that a Binance listing is indeed coming soon? The immutable migration is right around the corner. The team is currently in the process of reminting all of their NFTs on top of the new blockchain. Last week, the VV app shut down for a period of time, possibly to work on this process. And once this process is complete, we know that more exchanges are in the roadmap, possibly exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. So while this post is speculative in nature and it is not a confirmation, I do believe that there is a strong likelihood that we will get a big listing like Binance and that this may be an indication of that. But let's talk about Binance and what that would mean to the token. First of all, it doesn't get bigger than Binance. In terms of daily volume, Binance is the leader and there's not really a close second. In the last 24-hour period, Binance did $22 billion in volume. Compare that to Coinbase, which did about $4.5 billion in volume, followed by KuCoin, which did over $2 billion, and FTX at over $3 billion. But look at the number of markets that Binance is in, 1,485 markets. They are currently listing 395 coins. Compare that to Coinbase, which is in 340 markets and listing 114 coins. By comparison, KuCoin is in 952 markets and listing 486 coins. Trading volume on Binance is soaring despite a market crackdown and regulatory pressure. We know that Binance has gotten some regulatory heat in the last few months, but it has not affected their popularity or influence. And that influence is known as the Binance effect. This article from Cointelegraph talks about the effects a big exchange like Binance or Coinbase can have on a smaller coin. The biggest crypto exchanges in the world both have their respective so-called Coinbase effect and Binance effect that cause newly listed coins to appreciate significantly in value. On one hand, this is because they suddenly become available to a wider audience of investors, but in addition, their inclusion by these exchange giants give buyers a sense of credibility. And this to me is key and often overlooked. When we think about a major listing on a place like Binance or Coinbase for a token like Ecomi, we think about exposure and we think about accessibility. However, we overlook the fact that it also brings validity and legitimacy to the token. There are a lot of people who are scared off from small tokens or think that they are not legitimate projects. And when you get a major company, a major exchange like Binance listing the token, it gives people a sense of comfort that this is an investable asset. Now, those of us who've been following the project know how fundamentally strong it is. We are aware of the great team that is leading the project. We know that the collectibles are popular and sell out in a matter of seconds and then resell in the secondary market for multiples of their original listing price. But people on the outside looking in aren't as familiar and they don't know about all of these things that are taking place. And so a listing by an exchange like Binance It's almost like a cosign, all right, and it legitimizes the project and brings new awareness to it. For example, during early 2021 in January, Binance promoted Polkadot and Dot ecosystem with various financing products as well as listings of Polkadot ecosystem tokens. The price and volume of Dot and its relevant tokens has become more acceptable in the market compared to previous times. In June and July of this year, NFT sections and GameFi projects continued to grow exponentially due to Binance's early listings and promotion events. You can see Axie, TLM, Alice, and Dago as examples. But in addition to Binance, I also feel like a Coinbase listing is inevitable. Brian Armstrong has already stated that Coinbase plans to list every crypto asset where legally viable. And with Coinbase getting into the NFT game later this year, with their NFT marketplace, an OMI listing seems to make sense. And the Coinbase effect is strong. According to analysis, the Coinbase effect means an average 91% token price gain in 5 days. Token listings on Coinbase tend to bring bigger price pops than on other cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance and Kraken. Coinbase listings have the highest average return, standing at 91%, but they also have the widest distribution of ranging from 32% to 645%. Cardano jumped 36% in 2 days on rival exchange Kraken when Coinbase first announced that it planned to list the token. Of course, some of these gains were later reversed, but the picture is clear. A major exchange listing has the potential to drive a token's price. Now, there are a lot of people who want to buy OMI, but who aren't technically inclined. They don't want to go through the process of setting up a Bit4X account, of sending Ethereum or a stable coin over to Bit4X, transferring it from a regular wallet to a spot wallet, and going through that whole process, which is time consuming and can be very complicated your first time. So that is a barrier to entry for many people looking to get into OMI. And an exchange like Binance and like Coinbase would eliminate that barrier and bring on a lot of new investors. Now, the team said way back in August that there were 2 new exchanges lined up. One of them ended up being OKEX, and that happened back in August. The second exchange has not yet been revealed. It will, I'm assuming, be revealed after the immutable migration. Now is this code proof of a Binance listing and evidence of that? Time will tell. I do think that it's a real possibility and that it could occur before the end of the year. And what would a major listing like Binance do to Ecomi's price? No one knows for sure, but you could see anything from a 20 to 30% pump, or you could see a sharper increase in price like we've seen with other coins. A major exchange will be a major catalyst for this project, and one of the things in its roadmap that will help lead it to new all-time highs. So what is the bottom line here, and what is my major takeaway? It is, once again, I am reminded that we are early. We are early with this project. We are getting in before OMI utility. We're getting in before the metaverse has been rolled out. We are getting in before the majority of investors have access to this project or are even aware that it exists. So my plan is to continue to dollar cost average in as long as the price remains at these levels. I'm going to keep building my position. Let me know what you're going to be doing in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the possibility of a Binance listing. Will we see the OMI token listed on Binance by the end of the year? If you like the content, make sure that you hit that like button on your way out. It really helps my channel grow. It helps push this video out to more people who might be interested in it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're an OMI homie and enjoy content related to Vivi and Omi. I hope you all have a great weekend. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe.